I made a video like a couple months ago about it being okay to not have friends, and I'm here to tell y'all that I still have no friends. Let's talk about it. All right. Now, when I say I have no friends, I want to clarify I have no deep level friends. So I don't have friends that I consider. Now, I could have people in my life that are more like on the acquaintance level, maybe people that I communicate with on a regular basis, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they constitute as a true friend. I'm sorry, but I've been burned way too much in my life to feel like I could just call anybody a damn friend. Okay. I'm gonna just be real. I think people have different definitions of friends. Okay. Like there are surface level friends or what do they call it? Like low maintenance, high maintenance or whatever. But for me, I've always struggled with friends. This is not something that's new to me. It's always been a very touchy subject because it's always been complicated. I don't know if it's because I moved a lot when I was a kid, so I wasn't really I didn't have like the core, I guess, friendship group. And I always found that I kind of just had like a friend here, a friend there, a friend here, a friend there, like in school. But for me, it was just I never really feel like I meshed and gelled with people as much as I'd like to. And for the people that I would feel like I'm a lot closer with, the relationship would just fizzle. It might be something that is culminating, it was just so many things and then it kind of just went nowhere. Or it could just be like a natural end to the relationship. We moved on, we graduated, whatever it might be. This is something that, I've definitely struggled with and I continue to struggle with because I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't work. And I am okay with that. I'm going to be real about it. It's fine. Okay. And it's fine. I'm going to reiterate my message from before. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to have no friends. Okay. It's okay. Now, when I say that, I really mean it's okay to have high standards for yourself. It's okay to only want to grant access to a certain part of you to a person that's deserving. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's basically a type of relationship, right? You wouldn't get in a relationship with someone that doesn't respect you, maybe you would. Actually, I feel like a ton of people do, sorry. But I wouldn't personally. I would not want to be with someone that's disrespectful. I would want to be in a relationship with someone that treats me with respect, is caring and so on. So, the same principles apply. Generally speaking, you have standards for people in your life that you can voluntarily add to your life. That's a great thing because it shows that you are a solid person and you're not going to waver to dumbasses, okay? Because there are a ton of them, all right? I'm just going to talk a little bit about it, the things that I've learned about people. When friends are friends, it's awesome. When they're not, it's not awesome. It's terrible. It's actually really, really bad, okay? I prize female friendships the highest. I think female friendships are the absolute best when they're great. But unfortunately, I will say that female friendships, you got to make sure that your friend is not jealous of you. This is really, really difficult. We all have natural, inclinations to be a bit jealous here and there, for different reasons. But sometimes, in a friendship dynamic, that level of insecurity can be really detrimental to you. Okay? You don't want someone's super insecure energy around you. It's not going to be helpful. Whether it spreads to you or it's, gets you paranoid. I'm not trying to spread paranoia about making friends or people or anything like that. Honestly, I said, I prize female friendships the highest because they're the best, right? But I'm not naive to the fact that a lot of women are really jealous, okay? And they could be jealous of anything. Things that you don't even think they would be jealous of, they could be jealous of. You got to be very careful and you got to really suss these people out, okay? I was slowly becoming friends with this person that I met sometime this year. And I was explaining the details to my mom and she basically said, oh, she's jealous. And then she listed things that she's jealous, that she would be jealous of. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, really? I'm thinking, I wouldn't be jealous of those things. I don't know. It just seems like such a silly thing to be jealous of. And obviously this is speculation, but when she said it, I actually thought of it. And sometimes you need that other perspective. Now, male friendships, ulteriormotive.com. There's something about male friendships where I feel like they're always trying to get something out of me. Female friendships are a little more organic in that sense. It's kind of more personable, whereas male friendships I find to be way more there's something that they're looking for. Usually it's something, I think we all you probably know where I'm going with this, but sometimes it could be other things. It could just be social climbing even. If you have something they want, let's say that you work somewhere specific and they're trying to get a job, all of a sudden they're your friend, all of a sudden they're asking you point blank for a damn job, which is crazy because I don't feel like women really do that. I feel like women are a little bit more passive when it comes to like networking and stuff. That's a very big gender difference in like networking, but I feel like it's just comes off as very superficial. But anyway, I find that, yeah, with male friendships, very much like an ulterior motive. I don't really always know what their true intention is, but they can be good, you know, they could be fine. Female friendships, I think, are better, like I mentioned. One thing that I will say is that if you are, you know, in a situation where you have friends that are, it's giving dead weight, it's okay to let go. I'm just saying, like, it's okay to let go. If you're thinking about it, you're thinking of pulling away, you're thinking of moving on, it's okay. Most people are very seasonal in your life. Most people are only going to be in your life for like a certain amount of time, limited period, and that's okay. Like, we have to accept this and we have to let it go. Sometimes friendships, relationships of all sorts run its course and we have to just let it be. There will be people who do stick around season after season, and that's amazing. Like, they're really hanging around. But unfortunately, a lot of people will not hang around. They're not going to be true. They're not going to be authentic. They're not going to stick around through the hard times. They might be there for like the triumphs, but they're not going to be there for the lows. Or for instance, if you move on in some way in your life, you know, whether you graduate school or you move on from a job, okay, you might even text them. They don't even respond. They don't really have much of an interest because you're not physically around them a lot anymore. There are a lot of people like that, okay? And that's okay. Let them be. Let them be. You don't need to go and be desperate and thirsty, okay? Seriously. I know how it feels to like not have friends like right after you kind of let go of the last bit of dead weight. It feels hard because it's like, who am I gonna talk to? I don't know, get a puppy, like get a pet fish. Make your mom your bestie, okay? Get an AI boyfriend. It's getting weird now. I feel very free because I don't feel like I have people to hold me back or hold me down. I feel very light, you know, in the city. Like sometimes I'll just be walking by like random huge groups of girls and all dressed the same, all look the same. I'm like, so you guys all just walked into the same like Brandy Melville or whatever, you got the same exact outfits and said, this is perfect. I'm also really hard-headed. So if it's like, everybody, let's wear the same exact outfit. Like, I can't do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. Why? Maybe some people think that's not fun, but I don't know. For me, it's just like, why are we wearing the same outfit? But anyway, I don't know what else to say. Just know that you're not the only one who is like this. It's okay. You don't have to feel weird about it or feel bad about it or guilty. I know for women, we have a lot of emphasis on having all these friends and being busy and constantly checking our phone and getting all these texts, you know? And if all else fails, just make a YouTube channel like me and talk to your camera. The camera's my friend. Y'all's my friend. So yeah, that's it. Like, honestly, I would always pick a positive, healthy, amazing, reciprocal friendship if I can. Anything else that's not that, I'm not interested in, okay? Like, I'm not interested in. That doesn't include like acquaintances. I might have a surface friend here or there, but that's more as a matter of circumstance, not so much that I'm divulging my greatest secrets and everything that I want to do in life and I don't know, like my plans and everything. And you know, you want access to me like that, you have to prove yourself. And I hope that you guys have standards as well, okay? But I've been also burned before in the past, so I don't like, you know, giving too much because I feel like you do so much for these bitches and they're ungrateful. So it's like, no. Okay, I'm not gonna close off this video. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Take the message or leave it. That's it, guys. Bye.